Hi, my name's Katie Evans, and in conjunction with my associate Kathy Brody, today we're going to show you how to turn this into this. Isn't that fabulous? Isn't that fun? And it's so easy you can't believe it. So, what I'd like to do to start with is just show you how to, now this is a Christmas wreath, okay? And what we want to do, because Valentine's Day is coming, is show you how to turn that into a beautiful hanging candy, show somebody you love them, Valentine's candy wreath. All you have to do is be able to shape the hanger a little bit differently. Now this hanger is going to make a big wreath, quite a bit bigger than this one is, and it takes longer to make it, obviously. So if you don't want to make such a big wreath, get a hanger that has just the cardboard as the bottom row. You pull the cardboard out and you'll have two little prongs that used to go in the cardboard. You make a circle out of your hanger and you just twist the prongs together. And the candy's going to cover any little imperfection in your hanger. And then you will, to make a heart, bring part of it up, part of it down, and before you know it, you have this. Just have to work with it a little bit, play with it, bend it, and you will get there. So I'm not going to worry about this too much because that takes a lot of time to work with it, but you will be able to do it in not very long, now that you know how to do it. So what I want to do is turn the instruction over to my associate Kathy Brody, and she's going to show you how to get the candy onto this, which will then go onto this, which will then get hung up beautifully on maybe your boss's door. Wouldn't that be a nice gift if you work in an office for your boss or your sweetie or your mom or your kids or anybody else? And let me tell you what, you get the candy at the dollar store, it is the cheapest Valentine's present you will buy. So this wire we get, let me sit down again, we get this wire at a fabric store or a craft or hobby store. It's very thin wire, you can cut it with scissors. Kathy, I will now turn it over to you.
I'm Kathy Brody. I have the pleasure of showing you how to make this wonderful Valentine hanging wreath. Hanging heart, whatever you'd like to call it, it doesn't matter. It is just a kick to make. You'll be so happy when you get done with it. And it's easy, but don't tell anybody how easy it is. So I'm going to show you how to take the loose candies that you buy. Like Katie said, at the dollar store, you get a bag of, and like for St. Patrick's Day, you get green ones, obviously. For Happy Norway Day, you get orange ones. So we just picked red and white, because it's Valentine's Day coming up. So you get, and they come in a bag of like all red and then all white stripy ones, red and white stripy ones. So you get the wire at the store, a craft store, and they have different thicknesses, but get the thin one because you're going to be working with it quite a bit and you don't want to wreck your hands. So I've started the wire with 3, and you take a piece of wire, take a candy with the little end tags, and you grab the candy and you take a piece of wire, and it doesn't matter really, I mean, you don't want it 8 inches apart, but you're gonna jam it on the coat hanger, and the wider space you have, the fuller it's going to appear to be. That's the only reason that it makes any difference how wide apart you put these. And you just vary them because then it's more fun. So you take the candy, you take the wire, and you wrap the wire around the candy. I do it twice. See what I did? I just wrapped it around this little tag of candy. And that's how far apart it is. And I'm going to alternate them because we're going to fill in one of the wreaths we already made so that you can see what it looks like. So I'm just going to grab the handle again, wrap this around twice. There you have it. And I'm going to make this one a little closer, just to be different. Wrap it twice. And you can sit here and watch an hour TV, and I did about a pound of candy an hour. And I just had it, I learned the hard way what not to do. Don't sit there and watch TV and just keep wrapping and watching and wrapping. and then it goes down in a pile, like in your lap, or down on the floor, on a, towel. And you get this big pile. Well, when it gets into a big pile, it's really a pain to pull apart. So if you're going to do a whole bunch at one time, make it stretch out so it's straight. Otherwise, you'll spend a lot of time undoing it. So I'm just going to put another couple on, and then we're going to show you how to put it on the wreath, on the coat hanger. And you've already made the coat hanger a particular shape, depending upon what holiday you're celebrating. And it's really fun, because you can celebrate just by changing the shape. For a shamrock, you make 4 shoulders. For a Valentine, you make a heart. For Christmas, you make a circle. For Easter, you'd make an oval for an egg, and they have pastel colors of candies. Let's see, Thanksgiving, you could make a pilgrim hat. If you were terribly clever. If you are, call me, because I want to know about that one. Okay, so here we have a few candies. You can see some are closer and some aren't so close. The spacing makes no difference. So I'm going to take this is our heart that we used to be a circle and we made it. And so I'm going to cut this off just because it's a little easier to manage now. So I'm going to get that out of the way. And you attach the one end to the wreath. Obviously, you have to start somewhere. And you just wind it around. There's nothing magic about it. You just wind it around. So then you take the coat hanger and you take the candy and you just start winding it back and forth. You don't have to make it go all the way around. You just have to get it on either side of it. And you can loop it down tight if you want, and then kind of loop it back and forth. You can make it, and as you can see, if it's tight, it's going to be fluffier. It's going to be denser, more dense, sorry. Or if you leave a lot of space, it's not going to be as fluffy. So you just keep winding them back and forth, and then you just scunch them up together. Scunch, that's a technical term. So you see, you put the wire down, put the candy up, bring the candy back down, put the wire up, bring the candy down, put the candy down, bring the wire up. And then you just push them together. And they'll stay. And the wires will get covered up. So you can see, I just made this clump right here, right like that, and you just push it down. And now Katie's going to show you some other things to do with it.
So, you just found out how to turn this into this. Isn't this beautiful? And guess what? It costs about $4. 3 bags of candy from the dollar store, a little ribbon for 99 cents, scissors, gotta have the scissors, 2 for $1, so people can actually cut the candy off. I hope you enjoyed it. Go out and make a candy wreath for, the teacher's room or wherever you want, and have a happy Valentine's Day. And if you really want to give your sweetie exactly what he wants for Valentine's Day, check out dearhorny.com. D-E-E-R, horny, like in you-know-what.com. Thanks a lot. See you next holiday.